Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are gonna cover up information and creating a virtual environment for our Python project. And the most important thing is that why should we use a virtual environment? There are tons of different reasons that why is the virtual environment so important for your project. So firstly, we need a folder for our project which we are gonna store our virtual environment and project folder in. Imagine that you're gonna have for example, a small project. I'm not gonna make it complicated. We are gonna create our virtual environment in here, and then our project folder. So first of all, we click in here and type cmd, so we can open our command prompt window in this directory. So there is a simple command for creating your virtual environment. It's for Windows, so if you're gonna use Linux or Mac OS, you should search for them. It's so easy, you just need to write Python -m venv, or in some cases we use virtual env for virtual environment, but we are gonna use venv. After that, we are gonna choose a name for our venv, for our virtual environment. Be careful to choose a correct name for your virtual environment. For example, choose your project name underline venv. If my project name is test, I'm gonna use test underline venv for name of my venv, because I need to know which project is this venv for, or which venv is for my test project. So it's so easy to find it. It's very easy, when it's like when you're choosing a name for your variables in your code. It's simply like that. After that, just print and just enter. It's gonna take a while to create your virtual environment. Now my virtual environment is created. You can see it in here, test venv. So we see there are some folders in here, some files in here, packages are stored in here, packages will be stored in here. And in here, another thing that we need to do is creating our project, which is test. In here, I'm gonna just easily create a main.py, and that's it. This is my project main. Just gonna, for example, print hello world. So in here, if we check our package list, I'm using, if you are Python developer, you are using pip manage packagement. So I'm gonna use pip list command to see list of packages that are installed. Be careful that in here this is on my system, this is all in all of my system. However, in my virtual environment, it's not gonna like that. There are lots of packages in here on my system which are not in my virtual environment. So we're gonna reach our virtual environment by activating it. How we can activate our virtual environment? In your Ven folder in scripts, which is with capital S. It's so important. And we are gonna activate this file. So it's kinda easy. You just need to go there, test1 / scripts with capital S, scripts / activate.bat. So now our virtual environment is activated. We are inside our virtual environment. So now if I check my package list, you can see these are my only 2 packages, and none of them are in my virtual environment. Why is that so important? Because for example, imagine that you have a program with like package pandas with version 2.2.2. After a year or even after a month, there are gonna new releases of pandas, and your project, when you're running your project was written by pandas version 2.2.2. But now we have, for example, pandas version 2.3.2. So if you run it with the new version of pandas, your project will crash, will face some bugs and some stuff like that. So, or even your project may not run correctly. So it's important to check the version of your packages. So how we're gonna use this? If we want to install a package, we just write pip install, for example, request. Okay, first of all, I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna open PyCharm in this project. So what should I do here? Open. I'm gonna go to my project, test, ouch. So in here we are inside our project directly. We have a main file, and if you can see, we have a interpreter in here, which is not our venv. It should be our venv. And if you know, in here it's the default type, Python 3.11. If I'm gonna, for example, print hello world, sorry, it's gonna work very easy. Python main dot py. It's gonna print hello world so easy. It's not gonna face any trouble. But as you can see, we are not inside any virtual environments. We need to activate it with our PyCharm. It's so easy. In here, the little bottom right corner, by pressing this, add new interpreter, select this, add local interpreter. In here we are not gonna create a new one. As you can see, we are gonna use an existing one. We just need to locate it. So what we should locate in here? In here, go to your Ven folder in scripts. You have to choose python.exe file. you have to choose this, click OK, and then OK. Now if I open new terminal, you can see my Venv is activated in here, but not in here. So I'm gonna open new terminal, Python, in here I check pip list. You can see we just have these two packages. We don't need this anymore. I'm gonna close it. So if I'm gonna use request, for example, import request, I have request in my system. However, because I don't have it in here, it's gonna you're gonna see some errors. As you can see, it says that there is no request in here. So I need to install this package. Let's install the package pip install request. I'm sorry, it was requests. Now if you check our list, pip list, here we have request package and some necessary packages with the request, like this one, and you can see the version of our packages, which is very important for us. So we need to store this information somewhere for our future, when after a year we are gonna come back to our projects and use them, update them, change something inside it. We need the versions. If I run this now, this is not gonna show any errors. So how we should store this information? It's so easy with a single command, pip freeze this sign, and it's kind of usual to use requirements.txt file. This name is common. Programmers often use this name for their requirement file. After pressing enter, there is a text file in here which stores all our packages with their versions. So after a while, if you are gonna use any of the use this project, you easily just need to write pip install -r requirements.txt, and it will install all the packages inside your requirements file with the specific version. As you can see, already satisfied, already exists. These packages are already exist in our Venv. So working with Venv is that easy, so don't worry for that. The commands will be in your memory after trying 3 or 4 times. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for being with me, and have a great night. Bye bye.